Alrighty. So, hi everyone, and welcome to today's presentation on leveraging community as a nonprofit. Community engagement and involvement are crucial elements of a successful nonprofit strategy. In today's session, we'll discuss why community matters, how to build and engage your community effectively, and practical ways to harness the support to further your mission, as well as we will break out into breakout rooms and, of course, network with one another. So let's get started by going into our land acknowledgement and centering of community. So again, welcome and thank you for attending today's technical assistance webinar. This webinar is presented by Amity Foundation, acting as the third-party administrator for LA County Justice, Care, and Opportunities Department, and the CFCI Care Grants. The CFCI, or Care First Community Investments, grants are the result of ballot measure J voted in by LA County residents in 2020. Care First Community Investment Funds are intended to be invested directly into the communities and alternatives to incarceration that address negative outcomes caused by racially driven criminal legal system inequalities and long-term economic disinvestment. Today's webinar is being recorded. You do not have to be on camera. However, understand that if you are on camera, your image may be captured in the recording. Staying on the webinar represents your consent to being recorded. At Amity, we incorporate teachings that center that community before we begin our work. Today, we will use the LA County Land Acknowledgement to recognize the price paid by individuals that has resulted in efforts such as the Care First Community Investment. We recognize that we occupy land originally and still inhabited and cared for by the Tanva, Tataviam, Serrano, Quiche, and Chumash peoples. We honor and pay respect to their elders and descendants. We acknowledge that settler colonization resulted in the genocide of the First Peoples. This acknowledgement demonstrates our responsibility and commitment to truth, healing, and reconciliation, and to elevating the stories, culture, and community of the original inhabitants of Los Angeles County. So why community matters for nonprofits? So community plays a vital role in nonprofit success. First, a strong community expands your reach and influence by spreading awareness about your mission. Members of your community act as advocates, sharing your message and values with others. Community support drives mission advocacy, and these are individuals and organizations who are deeply invested in your cause and more likely to support, volunteer, and fund your efforts. Additionally, a community offers a network of resources such as volunteers, partnerships, and donations. Finally, building a community creates lasting relationships that benefit your organization long-term, providing continuality, support, and a sense of belonging for those involved. So I'm going to throw it back to you guys. Why do you think community matters for nonprofits such as yourselves? And anyone can come off mute or put it in the chat. Anyone?
Many times the communities that we are in are the communities that we serve.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Anyone else want to chime in?
I wanted to say that the people, the communities, the relationships that we have sometimes have the same population and same interest that we have. So it's a way to leverage each other's resources.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, all of you are lumped into different program areas, which means that you're all servicing, the same type of services within that program area, even though you do service other things. Your grant is specifically for, let's say, like community safety is a program area. So it's really important to network with individuals, not just everyone all together, but also within, the program areas themselves. So thank you. So defining your community. So to leverage your community effectively, it's essential to start by defining who makes up your community. Identify key supporters and stakeholders, including volunteers, donors, beneficiaries, partners, and other relevant groups. Segmenting your audience helps tailor your approach, making it easier to address specific needs and motivations. For example, volunteers may be motivated by a sense of giving back, while donors might be more focused on the impact of their contributions. Understanding what drives each group will allow you to communicate more effectively and build stronger connections with one another. So building community engagement. So building engagement within your community involves creating opportunities for people to get involved, hosting inclusive events and activities, whether they're fundraisers, volunteer days, awareness campaigns. Events help community members feel connected to your mission and each other. Is there any organization here today that is having an event in the next couple of weeks that they would like to discuss? No one? No? Alrighty, so no events. Creating involvement opportunities means encouraging people to participate in ways that matter to them, such as volunteering, attending events, or joining online discussions. Lastly, sharing stories and impact updates to remind your community of the difference their support makes. When people see the tangible outcomes of their contributions, they feel more connected to the cause and motivated to stay involved. So within Amity, we love highlighting organizations and their work and the events. And as you all have seen and done within the quarterly milestone report, there is a success story there. We love to hear about success stories. We love seeing videos, pictures, anything that really makes the reader engaged and feel like, wow, that organization is really making a difference. So partnering with local businesses and organizations. So partnering with local businesses and organizations can amplify your reach and resources. You can start by identifying businesses and organizations that share values or missions similar to yours. Working with these groups allows you to expand your audience and provides opportunities to pool resources. Collaborate on community events where you can create mutual benefits by involving both your community and theirs. For example, you could co-host a fundraising event or a community cleanup day. Additional cross-promoting on social media is always a cost-effective way to broaden both your audiences, showcasing the power of local partnerships. For instance, there's a lot of holidays coming up, right? And these holiday events can get very costly, especially toy drives. So, it's always a great idea to partner up with multiple organizations. That way you're not coming out of pocket. And as 5 organizations, 10 organizations, you can pull all your resources together and you can also, double up on the volunteers. You can double up on, what it looks like as an event. There would be more individuals attending if there are multiple organizations attending. So we are going to do breakout rooms. So we are going to break you guys out into breakout rooms. Let's see, hold on. Let me stop recording. All right. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for going into those breakout rooms and sharing your knowledge and your wisdom. I know whoever was in your room probably did appreciate it. And definitely in an ever competitive landscape where resources are scarce and societal problems loom large, the role of nonprofit organizations is more critical than ever. The nonprofit sector is recognizing that it cannot function in isolation, as I'm sure all of you have experienced. And herein lies, the point of leveraging on community, and the overall topic of today is the networking of one another, how important it really is. Community partnerships offer an untapped reservoir of resources and opportunities for all of you. Understanding how to cultivate these relationships can become a game changer, not just for your organization, but for everyone involved. Community partnerships present an invaluable opportunity for nonprofits, for your investors, for your volunteers, for your employees. By recognizing and capitalizing on this untapped potential, you could create a circle of resources, influence, and definitely I encourage you all to explore those community partnerships moving forward. Community-based organizations have long played a critical role in connecting people with both resources and one another. And we'll leave you with this. The 5 strategies for effective community engagement through community-based organizations is to build that comprehensive list of community organizations. So you guys did ask, we actually do have one. It is on our Amity NU website. It's our internal resource guide. On this resource guide, we actually have all 400 and I want to say 21 grantees there are now. It has year 1, year 2, and year 3. All 46 program areas are actually on there. On that internal resource guide is your organization, a hyperlink to your website, the contact information, the phone number, the address, the spa, and the services that you stated you provide. The link is in the chat. It does say program area 1 through 7. Unsure why. It is program area 1 through 46. So we did send out a form a while back, and we had asked all of the grantees to fill this out. So whoever filled it out, all of their information is there. So that use that to use that as a resource. Cultivate mutually beneficial relationships. Take the guesswork out through customized, media kits, through, meeting with one another, and measure and share the impact that your organization does. And of course, embrace the long-term partnerships
Hey,
within one another.
girls, I'm gonna need you for 15 minutes.
So, we always love hearing any type of events that you guys are having. Please send over any flyers or anything to your grant advocates. We definitely love hearing about all of the things that all organizations are hosting, and we love sharing that out with the CFCI community. So thank you everyone for joining us today, and we hope you are having a fabulous Wednesday. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.